Hello everyone, welcome back to another weekly creative build comp overview where this week's theme was waterfall. Had to remember that for a second. My secondary theme was Easter and everything is broken. Anyway, here's my Easter waterfall plot. And of course, I still don't know if it technically counts as water, but I have a chocolate falls. Because, it's meant to be Easter. This does kind of look like I just made Willy Wonka's, chocolate river or something. But, I think it works. We also have this little flow over here. Yeah, a bunch of little random eggs. Anyway, yeah. Next up, we have Karma Creates 06, who sadly didn't build anything. I don't even know why. They sounded like they were building. Anyway, moving right along. Next up, we have Karma Creates 06, who made this very cute little waterfall. And there's even I didn't even notice this before. There's a cave here and a portal? Cool. There is also a little otter here. I think it's an otter. Yeah, it's an otter. Otter eating I think that's a shark. Baby shark. It's an otter eating a baby shark. Anyway. Next up we have King Elio 13, who made a very large waterfall. Very ambitious. And I do like this texturing down here. It does look pretty nice. But I feel like they spent all of their time on the giant waterfall and ran out of time for the terraining. Because, yeah. It still looks pretty decent. Still looks like a waterfall going off of a cliff, but there's nothing. There's no plants or cracks or rubble. You can see through here. Yeah, does not look like they got to finish, and I'm guessing possibly they bit off more than they could chew with this build, and I get that. I've had that happen so many times where I think I can do something and I run out of time after getting one thing done. Anyway, next up we have Slushy Cone, who was constantly crashing and couldn't actually build. I do remember that. Next up, we have Echo Agent. I don't actually know what happened with them. But, yeah, they didn't build either. Next up, we have That Girl 1616, who made this wonderful bouncing back and forth waterfall. A lot of barriers were used for this. Ooh. Apparently not enough. Wait, how do I get out? Ooh, thought I was trapped in there forever. And yeah. Wait. Something doesn't seem right. Or is that intention? That could be intentional. They could have had that going down there and then set the water here to make it look like give the illusion that there's more water flow there. I don't know. Anyway, next we have IQ Scorpion, who has a giant sword fountain. I guess that's a waterfall in a sense. What is a fountain but a perpetual waterfall? And when it's large enough, I doubt anyone's going to argue with it being a waterfall. Yeah, I'll say it's a waterfall. Anyway, next up we have Tiffy Turo, who made this cute little waterfall over here. It's spilling all. I mean, I'm surprised there isn't more spillage. Because, yeah, the theme was waterfall. Water is known to spill over the build lines. It doesn't go into other people's areas, thankfully, ever. But, you know, it still can cause... It can cause problem for pedestrians walking by. Because, you know, everyone's just walking around the creative server. Anyway, jokes aside. Yeah, it's a nice little waterfall. Anyway, next up we have man_tree1225. Made this nice, cute little waterfall area. It's very nice. Ooh, secret cave. Right, I can't open it. We'll never know what's in the dragon's treasure in the secret cave. Anyway, yeah, there's lots of axolotls everywhere. Having a swell old time. Oh, wait, was that an axolotl head over there? Yeah, it's the axolotl's treasure. Anyway, next up we have Ramseyhazim84739. Who made a... I'm not actually 100% sure what this is. I'm assuming they probably had to leave early and didn't finish it because pretty sure I actually did look over here and saw it early on, so I'm pretty sure they just had to leave early and didn't get to finish whatever creation they were working on. But yeah. Anyway, on to the winners. Alright, found it. Okay. So, in third place is my chocolate river. I'm going to be drinking all of this later, by the way. In second place is the cute little otter that could. Sorry, it's not the otter. It's Karma Creates 06. Not to be confused with Karma Creates 06, who didn't build anything for some reason. Anyway, and in first place, it's That Girl 1616 with their amazing bouncing waterfall. And yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Until next time, goodbye.